Alright, so what we're going to do today is tie up this electric chicken.
Restrictions apply.
Got one of my contests, going to get a couple of these. And I believe I'm going to tie a couple of these up for myself because this is going to be a pretty awesome jig. I think you'll agree. The way the light is right there, you can't really see that color real good unless I block it off. Patriot Baits Jig Head. That is a beautiful jig. They do excellent work. I honestly can't plug them enough. The work they do is amazing. But anyway, we're going to do something that kind of matches that head. I'm thinking pink marabou in the tail. Probably yellow body. And then we'll probably do a couple just the opposite of that. But we're going to use this pink marabou. Wet that stuff. Get it wet between your fingers. It's a lot easier to work with. And we're going to make it just about a half inch or so longer than the actual jig. About an inch longer. And like I've done those other jigs, we're going to push it down around the shank of that hook and wrap it. And that way I know it's on, it should be on both sides of the shank of that hook when I'm done. All the way back up. Get your tail kind of straight. We're going to have a few stragglers in there. We're going to trim them off and give it a little haircut. Flatten the rest of that stuff down just a little bit. Let's do looking like a purple flash in it. The only bad thing about using the flash with the marabou is sometimes the marabou will block it. You won't really see it that well. So we're going to do like we always do. Going to double it. Pinch it together right there. Make a little loop. Catch a loop. Double it one more time. Sometimes it's kind of twisted up, so we're going to loop it on the jig head itself. We're going to wrap that all down. There's some long ones in there. We're going to cut that off. Got a little crazy with that one. And we're going to use yellow chenille for the body. Right there at the head. Give it a good wrap. Twist it all the way back down to where you stopped with your marabou and your flash and all that. Work it all the way back up. Put a little glue on that body. The new glue I'm using is this. It's a Gorilla Glue. You pinch the sides to release the glue. Not one, I've been using this for 5 days. Not once has that tip glued shut on me. That's good, I like that. And we're gonna start wrapping. It's gonna make a pretty jig. Maybe if I can get it all wrapped, alright. Camera's awful close and I keep bumping that camera. Let's leave it right there. Let's wrap it down. Shit. Well, you see what I done? I cut my bobbin. So what we're going to do, since I didn't wasn't able to whip finish it, we're going to put a drop of glue right there. And go a little bit heavy on it. Then I'm going to use this tool right here. This is actually a dubbing tool, but what I use it for is to make sure my glue gets pushed down in there all the way sometimes. Then we're going to put another drop right here on the neck. And we're gonna glue that down. That one I'll keep. I screwed that one up. Use your bobbin tool, push it around, smear it down in there. It won't come untied, but I don't trust it enough to like sell it to somebody else or give it to somebody else. So that was one that I will keep. But that's the finished product. That's a nice jig. You could almost call that like an electric chicken. Nice body, even tail. That's a good crappie jig right there. It's pretty. So let's do one more. Let's try to do it without cutting all our shit loose and dropping stuff on the floor. Same jig head. But if you ever do this enough, you'll cut that thread loose sometime or another. Like I said, don't throw it away, don't scrap it. Glue it down, put a little extra glue on it, and put that one in your box to keep it. All right, now we're set up again. And let's get our clear fingernail polish on the hook. I didn't have yellow thread. I think yellow thread would have blended in a little bit better, but the white, I tied one before I recorded, and the white, you couldn't see it. But you can see if you're starting out and you're just learning how to tie, you get a routine down, you get a system down. And once you get to where you're being pretty consistent with what you're doing, the easier it gets. And like I said, you'll end up at that spot to where, you know, if you can tie anything you can think of. Once you get that system of yours down, stick with it, make it work for you, make it yours. I watched a lot of videos on YouTube before I ever started doing this, and there were some guys I liked some of their methods, some guys I liked other different methods, and then, you know, I kind of combined them all and came up with my own dip thing. I wasn't a big fan of just using that one drop of glue on the head. I didn't like that. It, you know, it's probably fine. I'm sure it works. If that's the way they say it works, and I would believe them. Myself, I just, you know, kind of like to know for sure. I don't want it. I was just going to end up tying them up for myself, and then I ended up selling some, and I would just be scared to death I would sell something to somebody that, you know, it wouldn't stay together. Or they caught a bunch of big crappie on it, then all of a sudden, you know, they didn't have that jig anymore. So I do them the way I would want them done. You know, no doubt it's going to stay together. It's going to pull in a crappie. I ain't got to worry about it coming untied. I ain't got to worry about it coming undone. Like I said, I'm pretty sure you will lose this jig way before it ever comes undone. But there's our flash. We're going to do it just like we do all of them. Double it up. Pinch it together. Pull it together till you got that loop. Slip it over the head of the jig. Wrap it down. All the way back up to the head. Get our chenille going. Wrap it down right there to where you stop. Come all the way back up. Come all the way back up here. Pull a little bit of thread out. Have your bobbin ready. You know, all I do is I get one drop coming out of this tip And then I just smear it down through there. There's not a ton of glue on it, but there's enough there to hold it. Does it need it? Honestly, I don't know. It might not need that much glue. Like I said, it's kind of up to you. When you tie your jig, do it how you want to do it. Do it. If you think it needs more glue, put more glue. If you don't think it needs any glue, don't glue it. You can get it up there. Cinch that chenille down. Let's do it this time without cutting our thread loose. We done it. Put a drop right there on top of the head. Right on the chenille and on the head at the same time. Whip finisher. Six, 7 good tight wraps. Pull it out. Pop it loose. There it is. That is a pretty jig. Tell me that wouldn't catch crappie. There's no doubt in my mind that would catch crappie. But if you like what you see,
explore your favorite
hit the subscribe button, share it,
even when you're offline, or lock your screen.
Send me a message, let me know if you got any tips or you want me to try something. I've got a couple guys that are wanting me to tie a jig that, you know, he might have had for years. I've been kind of working on something about that, but, you know, come up with your own method. Do it the way you want to do it. Just because somebody else showed it to you on YouTube don't mean you have to do it that way. Do it your way. That's pretty. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell. Let me know what you got. See ya.